when did you decide to go for FRM level 1?
I decided to go for FRM1 somewhere last mid of 2024, I would say.
Okay, how much time you were giving each day to prepare for the exam?
I used to give at least 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours any day. It was a bit difficult for me because I am working with a European trading company, so we always need to be here when the market opens and 1 hour after the market closes, and then you need to do some daily production and reporting stuff. But it was difficult, but I used to give at least two. More than two is always good.
Now, with respect to the questions on, so you watched the video.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to understand the process. So you watched the video, you read the textbook also,
Hmm.
and then in terms of question bank, did you solve the chapter-based question immediately, or you're solving it on
No,
week?
no. If I do it immediately, then there's no use of studying.
How was the actual exam? I mean, uh, were you able to manage the flow of say 20 question every hour? Was it very tough? The exam was very tough, very easy. How was it for you? Level 1 exam.
To be honest, it's fairly okayish, I would say. If you have read the course really good and you have done your mocks, I mean, the exam is very kind of application based. It's not like you have a statement and then you tick mark your like MCQs.
Now, if I ask you from your preparation journey, how should somebody prepare for FRM level 1, level 2 exam? What should be your 3 tips? Hello, guys. I hope everybody is doing good. Hi, this is Ganesh Nayak. I help finance professionals and students to excel in their career and become a better version of themselves. And I also help and guide students who are planning to go for competitive exams in finance like CFA, FRM, SCCA, CIA. Now, I'm with one of my students who's been able to clear both the FRM level 1 and level 2 in his first attempt. And he's going to be talking about his journey of preparing for the exam. So, thank you, Ankit, for taking out time and joining us and talking to us today. If you can give a brief about you, okay, before you started the preparation for FRM, okay, what were you doing? What was the profile?
So I basically did my engineering from India first, from 2014 to 2018,
Okay.
and in 19 I shifted to France to do my masters. I did my GMAT and then I shifted to France. There I did masters in quantitative finance for 3 years,
Okay.
one internship in Paris, and then I started working as a risk analyst in Germany with a commodity trading company. And since then, I'm working with it. It's like more than 2 years, 2.5 years almost with the company. And yeah,
Okay. And when did you decide to go for FRM level 1?
I decided to go for FRM1 somewhere last mid of 2024, I would say, when it was almost 1 year with the company, bit more than 1 year, and then I decided, okay, I have a fair bit understanding of all this risk management process because I'm already working with the trading desks and all that. Better to have a level up in your career, and then I was seeing on internet and all that stuff that apart from this industrial experience, you also need some kind of really good recognized certifications and all that stuff to go in the market of job. I mean, it doesn't, for me, it was not like I really need to go for a next job or switch, but really want to build my expertise in risk management system
Okay.
and all the processes. So right from like market risk and all that stuff. So that's why I did it.
Okay. Interesting. And when did you started your preparation? Which month, if you remember, for level 1?
I started it in FRM1 in July with you, and then I started in August. Gave the exam in August 2024, and then gave the exam in November 2024, and then I had 2 months of break waiting for the results, obviously. And when the results came, then I said, okay, it's good, and then I should give it for second round as well. Then I started in Feb for the second round and just
Okay.
gave it in August. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So from August, when you started, okay, how much time you were giving each day to prepare for the exam?
I used to give at least 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours any day. It was a bit difficult for me because I am working with a European trading company, so we always need to be here when the market opens and 1 hour after the market closes, and then you need to do some daily production and reporting stuff. But it was difficult, but I used to give at least two. More than two is always good. Like 1.5 hour in the night, like 9 to 10, 10, 11, something like this, and at least 1 hour in the morning, like 6 to 7, 7:30. So I would say at least Because the thing is, it's not about, I would say, the logic, but the syllabus is so vast, and you at least need to
Yeah.
read it once so you get it along with the syllabus. I mean, I know the concept, but if I don't know according to FRM principles, then there's no use of giving this exam. So,
Now, with respect to the question solving, so you watch the video.
mhm,
I'm just trying to understand the process. So you watch the video, you read the textbook also,
mhm.
and then in terms of question bank, did you solve the chapter wise question immediately, or you're solving it on
No.
week?
No, if I do it immediately, then there's no use of studying, because
Okay.
then it's like I studied and then I go to the question, I remember everything. After 2 days, I just forget everything. Then it's no use. So what I used to do, I used to, for example, I studied like market risk, for example, on Monday.
Hmm.
Then I will not do anything like 3 hour session on Monday for market risk. Then I will not study market risk for rest of my week, but I will do mocks on market risk on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So I know where I'm lacking, and then I know which topics are really important, which I really need to study, and which I can leave it in the end or like near the exam. So I don't need to study them. In case of retention, I would say it's like I tried it and it's useless. Like if I study market risk on Monday, then I give exam or like kind of a test on Monday or maybe Tuesday, then it's useless in the end. So
Okay.
studying on Monday, and then I used to study like 5 topics from 5 days, and like used to give mocks on Saturdays and Sunday, my usual routine for
Okay.
both one
Okay.
and two.
And for level one, the order of preparation was the same that the Excel that we had generally provided the
Yeah,
study.
For one and two both, I use the same. I mean, no, nothing else. I just stick to the course from the beginning.
Okay. And when did you complete for level one? When did you complete all your videos and the chapter wise questions? If you remember roughly.
For level one, I think I did it pretty fast. Before October, I completed it. I would say like this. In October, because I didn't study any coursework, but only gave test. So October whole is just mock test, mock test, mock test. Everyday exams and mock test. So for exam, I mean like the
The sectional
usual
test.
stress. Yeah, it's like no 4 hours, but the usual 1 hour or 15, like this kind of tests, or solving questions on internet, something like this.
Okay, okay. And the full length mocks, so GARP sample paper, you must have
Yeah,
solved, right?
yeah,
So that sample paper, what was the average score you were getting?
very bad. Around, I used to get always like 50% of the correct marks out, like 80 questions, and then 40 questions are correct. 50 questions are correct, rest are not correct. It's not like something's like conceptual wise, sometimes like, okay, I'm thinking this, but okay, no, you need to think like that, okay, something like this. But anywhere between 40 to 50 was my average score every
Okay, for
time.
level one also it was like 50% overall
Yeah,
score.
it's
Okay, okay.
same in same always like.
So when you went to the actual exam, okay, how was the actual exam? I mean, were you able to manage the flow of say 2020 question every hour? Was it very tough? The exam was very tough, very easy. How was it for you? Level one exam.
To be honest, it's fairly okayish, I would say. If you have read the course really good and you have done your mocks, I mean, the exam is very kind of application based. It's not like you have a statement and then you tick mark your like MCQs. It's
Right.
like kind of very application based. You are a risk manager in blah 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 bank, and then you're doing this.
Hmm.
And then you really need to think, what should I do? It might be like a concoction or a mixture of two or three concepts, and then you need to think in a right way. It was, I would say, okay-ish. Giving the course, I would say it was really, I mean, it was very much aligned with the course with
Okay.
which I did with you. And then it was manageable, I would say. And the speed was always also manageable. If you have read your exams, your course really good, and then it's manageable. It's not that difficult. But
Okay.
then you should be very thorough with your concept. I mean, the concept should be very thorough. You know what is it. Then you can tackle any question. If you're just like cramming, writing and cramming, then at one point you will fail.
Okay. Okay. Got it. And
Yeah.
with respect to the level two, so what was the quartile that you got in level one?
For all like it's 1 1 1 for all the
Books.
sections.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you gave the exam, were you confident that okay, I will get first quartile in all the books?
No, 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 I was not that confident. So I was like, okay,
Okay.
the exam went good. I would hopefully clear it, but quartiles I was never really sure. To be honest, I never went into this quartile thing and how much quartile I need. I was always more focused on the preparation, so to say,
Okay.
so that I have more percentage wise, not the percentile wise, percentage wise, more ticks or more right questions as compared to the wrong ones. If I can do that, then quartile will be managed itself. So I really didn't go into quartile thing and going on Quora or internet what quartile I need, blah blah blah.
Okay. Okay.
Never did it for FRM1 and FRM2.
And for level two, once the results were out, you started the level two prep also.
Yeah,
So and
immediately.
the Excel order you were following in the same.
Yeah,
And
same
level
same copy paste process.
okay. But level two, what was the difference that you found in the content of level two as compared to level one?
It's a bit more, I would say, quantitative and bit tough as compared to FRM. So FRM is like setting up the base level, and FRM2 is like taking you on the second level or the bigger level or the higher level to say. And then you need to spend more, according to the FRM material, also you need to spend more time on the coursework and like spend more time understanding the concept. To be honest, my job is very much aligned with all these concepts.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
had really a good background of working with all this, like industrial background of I knew all this treasury liquidity management stuff and charging stuff and risk weighted
Okay.
risk. All these words are not like were never a new word to me. But
Okay.
then I didn't know that how they are actually coming flow, like the flow of this concept into the FRM. For that, I need to spend time on that, reading it properly and then understanding the concept and yeah.
Okay. Interesting. And which book in level two you felt was slightly tough for you?
To be honest, operational risk. That's the, I don't know how many people like it, but I really didn't like operational risk because it's all theory and the background is very quantitative. So, in the operational risk, yeah, the quartile is not one in FRM2, but I passed it, thankfully.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but other than that, I find other stuff really interesting to say. I mean, liked reading the FRM material. Apart, otherwise, also, if I don't need to give an exam, I like FRM material.
Okay. Interesting. And what are the quarters that you got for level two?
Level two, credit risk management, market risk, and portfolio was 111. Operational was 3, and liquidity management and treasury was 2, I guess.
And current issues?
And current issues was also, I guess, 3 or 2, something like this.
Now, for the level two exam, when you were solving the exam on the day, okay, because 80 questions, you have 4 hours. So, what was the flow? I mean, you were when you were solving, and I'm just comparing it with the GARP sample paper. So, was the difficulty level at par with what GARP sample paper was?
I think it's more or less same. Some topics I would say it's a bit higher, and then it's like I would say they try to get average it out over
Okay,
the slots. So for some topics it was bit difficult, and for some topics it was quite easy, like easy peasy job. But then I can't take it on like granted that okay this topic will always be easier and this topic will always be tougher, and then they sometimes miss out the most important topic and there are
okay,
some surprises as well in the exams. So, uh, to be honest, I never like I had a friend who was starting the FRM2 now, and I
hmm,
never like advised him to leave anything. I mean, I never left a topic. I
okay,
might be a weak in one topic, that's fine, but at least I had an idea about that topic. If any day in the exam this topic comes, by any chance the question is easy, so I can handle it. I mean, there's no
okay,
negative marking in the exam, so you always
okay.
have a choice.
Now, if I ask you from your preparation journey, how should somebody prepare for FRM level one, level two exam? What should be your 3 tips from for them?
Be sincere with your preparation, I would say.
Hmm.
If you are very sincere with your preparation and don't go, I mean, I have read it on internet. I've talked to some people as well. They say, okay, for you need to aim this quartile in this subject and this quartile in this section. I'm like, don't go into all this quartile marks and everything. Just
Okay.
take the course as it is, like your course study material and something like this, and just take it as it is. And at least once you should read it thoroughly. At least once, I would say. If you
Okay.
have been very thorough with the course and the videos, then
Mhm.
straight away go to mocks, because mocks helps you. For me, it was mocks that changed things. Mocks, exam, like replicating that condition, like solving questions, solving questions, solving questions. Ultimately, I will forget theory any day, so questions will always help.
This conversation will be really helpful for those lot of working professionals because you manage
Hmm.
the preparation for both the levels and you've cleared both the levels within a span of a year, almost a
Yeah.
year. Because it started in August and now it is
Yes,
obviously
yeah, that's what, yeah. Yeah.
so. And starting preparing with your job is obviously tough, but you've been able to manage the quartiles also preparation. So I mean, this journey
So
would
to be honest,
motivate.
and to be very honest, I never thought about quartiles and never thought about quartiles. I was always like, I need to go through your course very sincerely and very thorough,
Okay,
make a very basic notes out of it, and then start giving exams. I mean, I studied it for 3 months and one full month of like every day 2 hours of mock, and then Saturday and Sunday like 2, 3 hours of mock. It's
right.
not like I'm not going out, I'm also going out, but to be
Hmm.
very sincere with your preparations, and then everything else is a noise. Just keep it out of your
Okay,
brain.
okay. Okay, but wonderful. I'm really happy
Sorry.
that because I see a lot of people now they want to upskill themselves and learn in the field that they are. And FRM is a gold standard for risk management globally. So
Yeah,
you clearing this exam will definitely add value to your CV. And looking at your
yeah,
journey, a
yeah,
lot of working
yeah,
professionals will get also get
yeah,
motivated. So
yeah,
again,
yeah.
thank you, Ankit. Thank you for taking out
Thank
time
you.
and
No worries. No
talking to us.
worries. Hi.